has its head on, we're going to do the features. You can do all in different colours or all in the same or whatever. Here I'm going to do the nose in flesh colour and eyes and mouth in another colour. Now it's important to get the nose right. I do the nose first and I put a pin where I think I want the nose to be. Remember that a baby's head, as you could back me down a bit, a baby's head, most of it is above the features and the features are close together. So I think that's where we'll put the nose. Now I've got the same yarn there, but I've made it double for this. Again, you can decide what kind of nose you want, whether you want a big one or a small one or whatever. And I'm going in from the back there, right in where the pin was. And we'll just do that. There we are, that's all at the back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a single stitch and do a sort of locking stitch, just a stitch to make sure it can't pull through easily. Again, it's double, so you need to be careful. And now we're just going to do an ordinary French knot over one stitch, and I'm going to use 2 wraps, which is 1, 2. Now if you want a bigger nose, you can do more wraps. Just hold the wraps as you pull through. Do it slowly so that you don't have problems with the 2 threads being out of line, and then just push them until they're together, and then go right back out through the back again. And this is where you can then check that it's what you want, and if it is, you're ready to go on to the next thing. So we'll get rid of that there, and now we'll do the mouth and the eyes. Now I'm going to do the mouth and the eyes in bullion stitch, and for this I'm using single thread, not double. You don't want them to be too big. Now again, I'm going to do the mouth. I'm going to put the pin in where I'm going to have the mouth, and this time though I won't be just using 1 stitch, I'll be taking up 3 or 4. So that's straight under the nose. Again, start there, and this time I want to bring it up to the right. You might need to take 2 or 3 stabs at it, it doesn't matter if you do. Right, now for bullion stitch you want to take 3 or 4 stitches, so the other end of the stitch is going to be there. So I put my needle in there and out where it went in. Now I can remove the pin. Now this time I'm going to do 7 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just like it is, just like a bigger French knot, again I'm holding it and taking it slowly so that you don't get all the wool in or acrylic in the inner fangle. Just get it there, and then you can see with what I'm doing is using my thumb and my other hand just to get it tight. I want that one quite tight. Now I'm going to do a second one. Right, now I'm going to come out half a stitch beyond there, and pulling it through. You may decide you only want one bit for the mouth, or you might want two. I'm having a second one, and I'm going in, can you see, about half a stitch or a stitch to the side of the first one, coming out exactly the same place this came out. And now I'm going to do 9 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, push the needle a bit, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are quite easy to take out if you find you've done too many or too few. It depends on what you want, and it depends on your yarn that you're using. Again, I'm just holding it, and then when we come to this bit, I'm being careful not to let the wraps come on top of each other. And then what I'm going to do is just use my fingers, my nails, just to check that I've got what I want. And there we've got the mouth, which you can either have open or shut, whichever you like. Now this time I'm going to be doing the eyes with the same yarn. So what I want to do now is work out where the eyes should be, the centre of the eyes, and put them really quite close. I'll put it about there. I think that's a couple of stitches across from where the nose is. And so that is going to be the centre of the eye, and I want to take the eye over 3 stitches. So I come up there 1.5 stitches to the right of the pin. And then I can take that out, and again just check that that's right. So this time I want about 3 stitches, and I'm going to use 9 again, 9 wraps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's looking about right. You want to wrap it quite tightly, but not too tightly. There should be resistance for when you're pulling the double bit of yarn out. And again, just be ready to go slowly, make haste slowly. And again, your choice is yours, whether you want to make, you could do 2 to make awake eyes, or you could do what I'm doing and just do the 1 so it's slightly sleepy eyes. And now I'm going to come through to the other one. And we're going to do exactly the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Right, and again, just check that it's where you want it. It is. So I now go through to the back and pull that through. Again, now just adjust everything. And there we've got our face. Now I'll just take these off and pull that, and again make sure if you've got a natural stuffing, you can just make sure that you can push it in all directions. with the top knot, while we're here, I just do an overhand loop like that, and then knot it. You can, if you want, you can make a longer one and do an overhand knot with so you make a big loop there as well. But there we are. Now it's got a face. And one thing, it will look much better when you come back looking at it the next day.